Good morning everyone, today is another pre-maintenance checklist video, which means we're going over all of the different campaigns which are ending with this coming maintenance. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to go over is, yes, there will be a scheduled maintenance. So basically when the regular maintenance time rolls around, the servers will go down as they do need to add in a lot of content as well as remove a lot of different campaigns. Now, speaking about all of the different campaigns which are ending, the first one is going to be, of course, the Black Friday 50% off. So if you did want to benefit from the ARKS Cash Super Sale, so that is, of course, all of these different bundle deals, you might want to buy them before December 4th or before the maintenance, as after the maintenance rolls around, all of these bundle sales will be ending. Now, for my free-to-play players as well as my low spenders, don't forget to log in if you haven't logged in a while. At least log in once before the maintenance to pick up your 60-star gems, your Mars updaters, your NEX cubes, card scratch vouchers, your N success rate plus 100%, and Damios, as well as N augment success rate boosters. Now, do keep in mind that you can double dip on this if you did log in last week. So if you logged in last week to pick up all of these items, you can log in this week to pick all these items up again. All right, so you get a grand total of 120 star gems for simply just logging in. No playing is required. You don't need to do your dailies. You don't need to do anything. You just log in and you can pick these up. Now, the next campaign that's ending is Get Outfits Limited Time Quest Triple Campaign. So this is the limited time task which requires you to complete the Omen of the Planet Breaker 15 times, as well as complete the LTQ 30 times. All right, so as you can see here, I haven't even finished it yet. I'm at 17 runs out of 30, but remember, you have to do enhanced enemy suppression. So when we go to the quest counter over here in limited time quest, that is the first one, enhanced enemy suppression. Now, do keep in mind that there is a campaign going on right now where all enemies have minus 30% of their maximum HP, and better yet, you do not need to do rank 3. Let's say that you just want to blast through this really quickly and you don't want to deal with powerful enemies. You can literally turn the difficulty down to rank 1 so that the enemies have less ability buffs, so it's easier to kill, and of course the enemies have minus 30% HP, and you can blast through this in like less than a minute. So you want to take full advantage of this. You want to blast through this 30 times so that you get all of the cosmetic items as well as 500,000 N Meseta, as well as some star gems. As you can see, this one is the Magia Savior, and you also get the Sieg Jaeger. And then if you complete the UQ 15 times, you actually get this Hakama as well. And then finally, when you complete all 30 runs, you actually get the Pure Wind Hermit Fox version 2 setwear, which is also very, very nice. Now, on top of just the outfits themselves, you also get a scarf. You also get these cute little butterflies. And there's a lot of highly sought out cosmetics over here that I do recommend you to pick up because it's essentially free. Some people might be like, oh, but I need to do 30 runs. The thing is, it's actually part of your dailies. Whenever you complete this, you actually get an augment transfer pass voucher times 1 just by completing it. So, I mean, you know, you might as well do it. It doesn't take long. Again, you can just run it on the easiest difficulty. With the enemy's HP minus 30% right now, you can blast through it. You know, worst case scenario, you're using full LC augments, you're using like the free gear they give you, you can still clear it in under 3 minutes. So you know, there's really no excuse on why you shouldn't pick up all of these free cosmetic items. Now, with that being said, another campaign that is also ending is the Increased Efficiency Boost Campaign Part 2. So this is where we all get the rare drop rate plus 100% as well as the fixer drop rate plus 100%. This applies to everything. So Dex-based Nuisance Plant, Omen of the Planet Breaker D2, Enhanced Enemy Suppression, as well as Enhanced Enemy Suppression series. However, keep in mind that the enemy HP reduced by 30% does not apply to the combat zones, so Dex base as well as Nuisance Plant, and also does not apply to Enhanced Enemy Suppression series. Well, thank goodness you don't have to do the series other than for the title. So if you just want the title, you can just do Enhanced Enemy Suppression series once, get your S rank, and boom, you never have to do it again. And in order to get all the free cosmetic items, you just need to do the regular version of Enhanced Enemy Suppression. I personally recommend that you do the normal one anyway, since the rewards for the series really isn't worth it in my personal opinion. Now, the next campaign that is also ending is Omen of the Planet Breaker D2. Please take advantage of this while it's still available because it's literally free Halphinales and free Gladius Souls, And on top of that, we also have the WQ until the end of maintenance, where whenever there is Omen of the Planet Breaker, you can run it twice back to back. The boss is minus 30% maximum HP. It's very, very easy to simply blast through this very quickly. And, you get to the weapon badge A's, which you can exchange for your endgame augments. And you also get showered with Halphinales as well as Gladius Souls. So it's a win-win situation across the board. Now, regarding the end weapon badge A's that you actually obtain from the limited time quest as well as the urgent quest, don't forget to exchange them for your endgame augments. So in order to exchange them, you need to find the item exchange shop in whatever town you're in, then scroll to the very bottom at end weapon badge exchange, click on this, and there is 5 Lux Halphinales as well as 5 Grand Gladius Souls that you can exchange for. Make sure that you buy out this shop. Remember, this shop does not refresh weekly, does not refresh monthly, it just doesn't refresh. So, once you buy out the 5 Grand Gladius Souls as well as the 5 Lux Halphinales, just hold on to your badges. You can see that I have a lot of badges. You can see I have 230 badges left over. Please do not use the rest of your weapon badge A's for end grinders. Just hold on to the weapon badge A's. They might refresh this shop. They might add new items to the shop later down the line. So you just want to hold on to all of your weapon badge A's and you don't want to spend them yet. Alright, with that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the ARKS Records. So this week's ARKS Records is the Halphia Lake board race. Now, do keep in mind that you have to do this solo, so you have to run it by yourself. And once you participate, you do get 20 ARKS Record badges. And as usual, the reason why you want your ARKS Record badges is because when you come to the exchange shop over here, you can pick up all of these weapon camos. These weapon camos will be going away with the coming maintenance. There will be 4 new weapon camos after the maintenance. So if you did want any of these 4 weapon camos, you need to pick them up now. Now, if you don't care about the weapon camos, just pick up the star gems. You can never go wrong with extra star gems. Now, with that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is the Aegis Integra exchange. We're going to scroll to the very bottom, Aegis Integras, change all of our Neo A weapons into more Aegis Integras, and then we're going to use that to buy out our Aegis Souls as well as all of our different Dominas to craft our Halphinales. Alright, once you bought all of that out, we're simply going to come to the item lab over here. We're going to go to Augment Capsule Exchange. We're going to type in our Halphinales. And right here, look at that. We can craft 5 Halphinales. Beautiful. And now let's see, we can craft 8 Lux Halphinales. Holy cow, that is beautiful. So now we just crafted 8 Lux Halphinales because, again, we've been running the UQ. Whenever it comes up with the double UQ, it drops like candy. Now, do keep in mind that the prices of Lux Halphinales have actually hit rock bottom. But the reason for this is because there is an abundance of supply as you're literally printing out Halphinales right now. When the UQ disappears, which it will after the maintenance, these prices will rebound up eventually over time as the supply dries out and the demand goes up. Because remember, on December 18, we actually get the new 12-star rarity weapons, and you have to re-augment that. You can't just upgrade your Trisalia weapon into that new 12-star rarity weapon. You have to start from scratch on that weapon. So a lot of endgame players or a lot of people who want the best in slot are going to be upgrading to that weapon. And guess what? Lux Halphinale is still an endgame augment, so the demand for these will go back up, especially after that new weapon releases. So even though the prices may be low now, I assure you, after a couple of weeks, these prices will go up. Alright, with that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is the item recycle shop over here, where you can purchase your 50 star gems, so make sure that you do that, as well as your 50 alpha reactors, so you can also buy that. Now, keep in mind, starting from next week or right after the maintenance, you're actually going to be able to exchange for 100 star gems as well as 100 alpha reactors, so you definitely want to make sure that you do have a bunch of NEX cubes stocked up. Now, if you don't have any NEX cubes and you're wondering where to get more, again, come to the item lab, come to exchange enhancement materials, other enhancement materials, and right here are NEX cubes. You can change all of your Braver EX cubes or whatever class that you main as into more NEX cubes. So as we can see here, we're going to change our 999 Braver EX cubes into 99 regular EX cubes, which is really nice. So we're going to sell our 50 alpha reactors for 175,000. Now remember, starting from next week, you're going to be able to double this because there is a campaign. Alright, with that out of the way, the next thing that I want to talk about is, of course, the Genesis Point Exchange Shop. So right here, again, you can buy all of your TA customization discs, which I highly recommend because remember, we are getting the new Tech Arts customizations after the update. So you will be able to customize all of your TAs or new TAs. So make sure that you actually have enough of these CDs. Now, there are going to be campaigns which will give you a bunch of CDs, but these are literally dirt cheap. I highly recommend buying the Disc X as well as the Disc B. These are usually the bottlenecks, and come on, you're using 12,500 of your Genesis points, and you literally get thousands of Genesis points, if not tens of thousands of Genesis points every single week by simply just running LaCiel Exploration, which is a daily, and of course by just running the Time Attack if you want to do that. And then of course there are the Master Fragments, don't forget to buy that, and of course the Foundia capsules. So you can never go wrong with these, make sure that you buy these out. The next thing I want to talk about is of course the Alliance Badge Exchange Shop over here. Don't forget to pick up your 30 star gems right here because they're literally free star gems, so wabam. Now the next thing I want to go over are all of the different AC scratches which are going away. The first one is the Emote Revival November 2024. So if there are any emotes that you wanted from here, you might want to pick that up soon. The next scratch that is going away is the Frame Arm Style 2024. So if you did want any of these collab items, you might want to pick them up as well.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.